Wowinfo. We are trying to focus the. We're going to. We're doing it for you. I love you guys. Here we go. So starting off the show. How you doing? Let me bring this over here. I'd rather not have my junk on film today. So starting out with breakfast. Today we're making grilled cheese sandwiches. I used to think they were called grilled cheeses. I still call them, you're not going to believe me, grilled cheeses. I don't like the term grilled cheese. I didn't even really think of it until like recently. I call them grilled cheeses. And that's my choice. You're allowed to believe in Jesus. I'm allowed to call them grilled cheeses. A nice meal. I would like you to join me. I'm cleaning my kitchen, as you can see with that squeegee there. And that is a piece of Cheech glass. We're just rinsing it out, putting away some containers there, which I washed last night. Those are for lunches and things for next week. I love my wife very much, and you have to understand, everything is a test. Everything. My wife says this, she says, we are being tested. I have said, this is a test. It's gotta be a test. I can tell you straight up, it is a test, but in order for them to test you, you must not know that this is a test. You must think you are not being watched. You must understand that you are not being listened to, watched, studied. That is the only way for them to pick up metadata that would corroborate, or, it would corroborate findings for them regarding aerosol sprays, regarding radio waves, regarding dirty energy, regarding hydrophobic, robotic, liquid robot tests. Hey? They're like, oh yeah, we can put a robot in you. Don't worry, it's all good. It's just like the T2000. You want to run it around in you? I'm like, I'll take 2, please. What do you mean it'll fix my back? Yeah, but it also override your conscience. What? Yeah, I think I'll be a really old dude for a while. You know what I mean? I am not into having my conscience overridden. So you have to think about stuff. And when you think about it, ask yourself, the term chemically imbalanced, what does that mean? Why has the term chemically imbalanced fallen to the wayside in the last 40 years? Back in the day, in the 80s, the term chemically imbalanced was huge. It was huge. And we found out that people who who abused substances, chemicals, synthetic drugs, what they call, or what they refer to as designer drugs, created in a lab, designed, right? Now you have things that are designed in a lab, and they're referred to as, well, I'm not going to say it. You know what that is. Why is it that we have lost the term chemically imbalanced? Were we actually chemically imbalanced, or were they just pumping stuff into us that they wanted to test us? I'll tell you straight up, there are chemicals scientists work with that do increase physical strength, aptitude. I would say controls behavior, controls the motor functions of someone who is out of control. I would say that. there are chemicals they can give you to make you sterile. So you can never use your human reproductive system built into us by the gods, given to us by the gods. Clonaid happens to be a real place here in Canada that has existed for a very, very long time. Now, these grilled cheeses, we're going to turn the heat up. While I was chatting and I had to wash my hands and I like to do everything fresh. So I made them with clean hands, and then I had some stuff on my hands from making them. I went and washed. Okay. This is how you continuously stay up on what others are not staying up on. And that's reducing contaminants in your food from outside sources before it's cooked or during the cooking process. And then again, immediately upon serving. So reducing those three is one way to somewhat stay healthier. But do you know where your food came from? How many dirty hands touched it to package it? Was the packaging clean? Is the packaging contaminating your food? These are all great questions you didn't ask. Next, we're going to walk over to this. This is one of the key ingredients I forgot to put in here, obviously. Doing a live cooking show is not easy, all right? I'm running a conversation while cooking and cleaning myself upon preparing things. I should be paid billions of dollars. There are people who push one button or none. They just simply pick up a phone and say, is this person working? Okay, $7 million they made that year. Last year, there are dudes who made $7 million at the top of the ivory towers who have never touched a keyboard. Ask yourself if this is a world you wish to continue living in. A world controlled by those at the top, governed by those at the top, is extremely unfair. Controlled, absolutely 100% by those at the top. How are you controlled? Your lack of ability to enter buildings that they are allowed in with their private sector IDs. The information you are not allowed to research, to collect, or read in the private sector. These people hold all the cards. They give you deuces and sevens that don't match, and the flop is always 3 aces. The system is designed for you to lose. And only when you rise up, when you step up out of your cowardice little sheep clothing, will you realize that. I love you all so much. Remember, you cannot be me. Stop trying. You can be you. Make something.